He just took off on that one, and he might have just won the game for him.
From Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. First run now for Kyron Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Up the middle, it's Williams. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Escaping. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Tucker Kraft from a yard out. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Lucas Van Ness in there on the tackle.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now 3rd down and 7. To throw is Stafford. That is caught and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Now Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Stafford. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, 27 yards. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he's brought down. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Love, they go play action now. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. Eluding the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. 2nd and 10. On play action. Love to throw. This is caught. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Going back to Love. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And the result, a Green Bay score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Play fake. Here's Love. Flushed out right. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
A throw there by Love, pulled in by Reed. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. Off the play fake, Love. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Tucker Kraft, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Here's Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Slot man moves right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. From the 50, Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Stafford to cut there for a Rams first down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first and 10, Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Touchdown! Tyler Higbee, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers ready to take over offensively. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs, 75 yards. And the Packers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards. 6 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, here's Stafford. That'll be caught by Cobb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Stafford now to throw. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he's got this down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On first down, it's Stafford. This is caught by Robinson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Stafford.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Stafford.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Stafford looks to throw again.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down.
Throwing is Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. They snap it to Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Throwing again is Stafford.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Important extra point up and through, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reed. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Love looking to throw.
Short throw. He's got Kraft.
Powers through it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Here's Love.
Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Love. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Jaden Reed.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. So now Stafford and the Rams
down by 2 touchdowns. A little over 80 ticks to go. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. To throw again, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Right where where this set of downs started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
To throw on third down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete as well.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Here we go on fourth. Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Touchdown, L.A.
Cooper Kupp,
75 yards.
and the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he has a Packer first down, and that should be the one that finishes the script.
Now Love. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Throwing. Love. Sliding. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Byron Young in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
NFL football.
The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Looking to pass first play is Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Prescott.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
On the run, it's Dowdle.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They run again with Dowdle.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 52 yards. Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall? Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, and Super Bowl 53 MVP, Julian Edelman.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
One more time with Etienne.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Jags have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing. Prescott. Buying time to his left. The ball comes out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got him for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
That is Joshua Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
They go play action with Lawrence.
They'll roll him out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
On play action, Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And the Jaguars are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of account.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Prescott. He's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this 1st half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Jaguars back with it on offense. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover, as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Rolling to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, 33 yards. And the Jaguars are able to move back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they try.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Hey, Charles, can you give me water? Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Lawrence.
He'll buy some time right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Lawrence.
Thomas brings it in. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16.
Here's Lawrence.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Right back to Tolbert.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Prescott to throw it. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now Lawrence to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. They'll run with Etienne. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Josh Hines-Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Prescott now. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And the attempted 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To the air again, Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Fourth down, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Rico Dowdle, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Aubrey good with a PAT as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So after the touchdown, and that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Off the play fake, Lawrence. They'll roll him out right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off play action, Lawrence. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's caught. Tolbert. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2.
Prescott from the gun. There again is Cooks, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he's taken down inside the 30. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. Here's 2nd down. Here's Dak.
Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. Prescott.
That is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Here's 1st and goal. To throw, Prescott.
Dancing, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Cowboys have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job one was taken care of. The two-point conversion to get this thing tied.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there? Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
A short throw to Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence's throw complete there to Thomas.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now 1st and goal. Etienne up the middle.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Here's Lawrence.
And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to...
Today, from Acrisure Stadium.
Kicker Chris Boswell has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Back to Mixon on first down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And Stroud now to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Stroud to throw it. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins.
46 yards.
And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They go play action with Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. Here now a 3rd and 20.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
A handoff running left, Mixon.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Again, it's Mixon.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Patrick Queen able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. They're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Wilson's throw into the hands of Pickens.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That connection seemed to work out okay on the first play of the drive. Why not go right back to it? And once again, this defense is left without an answer as they surrender back-to-back 1st downs.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Harris running straight ahead. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
And here comes the Texans now.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
That's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Play action. Now Wilson.
He's to the 15.
And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Wilson.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to it. And they'll begin the drive at the 30.
And now out comes Houston.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Stroud.
Going up top. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 35. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Stroud.
This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Stephon Diggs. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. He's got this to Pickens.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now Wilson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Wilson.
Got an open man. It's Pickens.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Wilson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half.
All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the 3rd quarter.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half.
It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. Now Wilson.
Completes this one to Pickens.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. Wilson.
Finding Pickens for another catch. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Again, Wilson.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. And the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this third and long. Stroud on third down now. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Fielded at the 20. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can do.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete to Freiermuth.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Rolling to his right.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Stroud. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Stroud looking to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. Again, it's Stroud. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw. Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say,
and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are right back in this football game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Second down and 4.
Operating from the gun, Stroud.
That's complete to Dell.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. Mixon will try the right side. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Stroud. On a slant, here's Collins. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Touchdown! Dalton Schultz from 4 yards out.
And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Wilson wants to throw it.
Finding Pickens once again.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They hand this off to Harris, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. This is 1st and 10.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk
70. Here's Stroud.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another way for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror.